Yes, sir, it's your man Makell Bird, Maktown TV, Maktown Radio, the dopest show in every dimension. And this show is a little bit more of, red-pilled philosophy, MGTOW philosophy, if you will, because this show is about spoiled brats. Now, the subtitle for this episode is Daddy Ruined Daughter. And the reason I say that is, if a woman is a spoiled brat, it's not entirely her fault. Sometimes it's daddy's fault. Sometimes it's mommy's fault. You see, a lot of these women, they grow up and they become young women. They become of legal age, 18 years or older. And I hate to say this, but these women are already damaged goods. And the reason why they're damaged goods is because when they were young girls, Daddy bought them everything. Daddy spoiled them. Daddy gave them everything they wanted, was around them 24/7, and Daddy was whispering, well, not whispering, but Daddy was saying something in their ear, which is, don't date any bums, right? And Dad encouraged them that if they're going to have a boyfriend, if they're going to get into a relationship with a man, that man better have money. Just like Daddy, right? And so these women are damaged goods by the time they actually enter the dating market, sometime around the age of 16 to 18. They're already damaged goods because they have an unrealistic high expectation of every man they date. Now, when she was younger, understand this. Daddy bought her everything she wants. Guess what? She's going to expect that from every man she dates. And what this young woman, in essence, she sort of has been poisoned in her mind, right? Because when she enters the dating world and she starts dating guys and she has these high expectations, she's expecting them to pay 100% for the dinner, the movies, any type of drinks afterwards, any type of, little shindig after party afterwards. And the problem is that guys are going to look at this in the completely different perspective. Any man that dates this woman is going to look at it like, damn, she's a gold digger. And this is where women get it twisted. Women don't realize that you're a daddy's girl. You're a spoiled little brat, whether you know it or not. But men, we look at it from the other perspective. We're looking at you as a gold digger. We're looking at you as a debt that we're about to inherit. We're not inheriting a gain here. This isn't a plus. All right? This isn't a profit. This is literally us inheriting a debt in order to date you, in order to be with you, in order to have sex with you, in order to get into a relationship with you. We have to pay for all this shit. And quite frankly, that's very daunting to any man. Now, there is a side note to everything I'm saying here, which is that even if a woman is a spoiled brat because daddy and mommy spoiled her and gave her everything she wanted and now she expects that, guess what? This woman will still fuck a guy who has nothing going on for himself. No money, no goals, no dreams, no ambitions. Women have a word for this man. They call him a fuck boy. Now, this is usually a guy who's over 6 feet tall. He's got a weak little six-pack, or he could be a big buff dude who spends 75% of his time in the gym, and he's a total douchebag. He's a total alpha chad. He's a total Tyrone. But women will fuck him anyway, despite the fact that he doesn't really have any money and that he doesn't take them on dates and stuff. Why? Because women need to get their rocks off too. And that's exactly what this is all about. You see, women want to play games as they are spoiled brats. They want to play head games with all the other guys, but just like every other woman, they will give up the pussy to the alpha chad or the Tyrone. The guy with Kenyan DNA, the guy who's tall, skinny, has a weak six-pack, a bunch of stupid-ass tattoos all over his body, probably has locks, probably has like 10 other bitches he's fucking on the side, but she doesn't care. Why? Because she needs to get her rocks off just like every other person in the world. And so she has to put her spoiled brat persona to the side to get her rocks off. Now understand this, these men are nothing but fuck boys. They're fuck toys. And I actually have another word for these men. I call them throwaway guys. Because the same way a man can say women are only good for one thing, which is sex. Well, guess what, fellas? Women think the same damn way about certain men. This guy's only good for one damn thing, and that's sex. And that's what it is. So these guys are 100% disposable in the eyes of this woman. There is no relationship. She just wanted to get her rocks off. She's a spoiled little brat, and daddy ruined her. Daddy ruined her ahead of time, before she got into the dating world. Number one, by buying everything she ever wanted. Number two, by doing, just simply the physical act of doing everything she wanted a man to do. So guess what? I actually had an interesting idea the other day. I said, daddy is her first trick. You heard me right. Daddy was her first trick. Daddy was the first man in what may be a long line of simps, suckers, beta males, and sugar daddies that gave this woman whatever she wanted. He was the test subject in this effect. And once again, daddy ruined her. Now, my advice to men, unfortunately, is to steer clear of these women, because whether they're gold diggers intentionally or not, they may be gold diggers or they may be just spoiled brats who expect way too much out of you, right? Understand that these women are still banging the alpha chads, and therefore you shouldn't have anything to do with them. You should do, if the opportunity presents itself, all you should do is pump them and dump them. Just bang their brains out and then move the fuck on, because she's going to expect more after that. And daddy ruined her. And that's that, people. Don't forget to subscribe to the Maktown TV channel on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Maktown TV. Also, don't forget to follow me at Makell Bird on Twitter and Instagram. And you can reach all of these websites on my official digital business card, which is at aded.us/MB. Makell Bird, Maktown TV, the dopest show in every dimension. And I'm out.